Alright, so hope y'all can hear me. Finishing up on the condo, so I'm gonna let them do their thing and watch these stairs. While I go live, talk to you all real quick. Hey, thanks for the digital love. Make sure you all can hear me well. Okay. I think my volume is up. Alright, so let me know if you all can hear me well. You coming in. Hope you up on this Sunday morning. Talk to you all for a couple of minutes. I need to get some sunlight and some serenity at the same time. So I'm gonna go poolside while they are cleaning crew finishing up on the condo. It's already has a tenant in place, so that's a great thing in the midst of this economy. So I haven't really been able to go live. Hey Nick, I'm gonna show you poolside. Haven't been really had the time to go live in some days, so I have a opportunity now. How many of you all have seen the video with T.I. talking about the home-based business? All right. Oh, let me show you all. Let me flip this. I'm just gonna get some sunlight. It's by the poolside. I think I'm gonna sit under the shade while I talk to you all. Let me do that. Then I'm gonna sit in the sun and sit in the sun after I go off this live screen. Thanks, Nick. I may need you to come over, hook up these Wi-Fi cable services. You get a chance. So, as soon as, well, I'll see if they're gonna deliver it first. So, man, it's relaxing out here, but you know, just want to ask you all if you have seen the T.I. video with on the home-based business. Thanks, Steve. Let me put my hair back into play. Nick, are you working today? You have to work today? Fix my hair. It's nice and warm out here, I tell you. Need some peace and serenity. But have you all seen the video with T.I. that's been floating around? Basically, oh, that's good. I'm telling you, I'm learning how to swim because I can't wait to dive into this pool. Probably should have brought some things today to get it, to just at least walk around in and get some exercise, but I came up here to make sure the cleaning crew got everything together, so that was my mindset this morning. But real quick, let's get into this. T.I. had a video, very informative, about the importance of having a home-based business, right? They just had a tax professional with him on the video. She explained over 475 tax deductions, right? And so and he talked about the family hustle and how he's paying his kids to, you know, work in his business. So just because you were working from home, right, from your job, just because you are working from home, your job may have you doing work from home, does not automatically qualify you for the home-based business. It does not automatically qualify you to get those tax deductions, because now you're just an employee who works from home. So a lot of corporations are slowly switching or changing over to having their employees to work from home because it cut back on their overhead, their utilities, the cost of operating an office. something flying around. And so if you're working from home, that's going to cause your utilities to increase, right? Your groceries to increase, your bills to increase. So you need to be able to be in a position to have that tax write-off. A lot of employees have already cut off the phone plan, the corporate phone plan, billing plan that they had for their consultants, right? So consultants are using more of their personal phone now for business transactions. So you need to position yourself moving forward, because a lot of people think that this is going to be a V-shape, meaning that the economy is going to take a temporary crash down and rebound back up. That's not going to be the case. It's not going to be true. It's not even going to be a W shape where it comes down, go back up, goes down, come back up again, or even a U shape where it just takes a slight dip and comes back up. We are going to be in this, according to economists, for at least 3 years flat, right? 3 years, and you need to prepare yourself for the next 3 years. If you ever paid attention to the dollar bill or just your printed money, right, you'll notice on there that it states that this note is a legal tender for all public and private debts, right? This note is a legal tender for all public and private debts. Thank you for the digital love. So what that means is private debts are not going to be not taxed anymore. So what are private debts? Private debts is you having a card game at home with your friends, and and your winnings or your earnings. That's private debt, right? From that poker game or that card game. You giving a gift to your kids or your grandkids or your nieces or nephews, your friends or loved ones for graduation, for birthdays. Those are considered private debts. They're going to be taxed. You just giving a gift of any kind, having a garage sale, right, where you could profit off of that garage sale, those are private debts. And so I'm saying this to say this: you need to save as much of your money in taxes that you can on everyday expenses, now more than ever. So I did have time to post on my timeline 5 people that joined me in the home-based business. And let me move. There's something flying around here. 5 people that joined me in the home-based business that have all been promoted over the last 3 days, that they are not only receiving those tax benefits, but they are earning extra income, extra money, working right from home, right from their cell phones, right from their computer, whatever the situation may be. And so I can always informing people that if you're going to work from home, you need to have those tax deductions, benefits as well. Because just because you're working from home as an employee, if you don't have the entrepreneur component combined in it, then you still don't have those tax deductions. And so I will upload that on my timeline when I leave here, that TI video. If you all have not seen it, it was very informative, and a lot of you all need to see it, because people don't understand you have to now more than ever keep more of the money you make, right? It's going to be a time, as you see, notices that the Fed is either lowering interest rates or interest rates are at 0. That means you won't get any interest on your money for having any type of CD or savings account in the bank. So we know that 4 out of 10 Americans, or 50% of Americans, didn't have $400 in the bank anyway for emergency savings. So now the people that were in a position to save, you're not going to get any interest on saving that money from the bank. But in actuality, you'll actually be paying monthly service fees to do transactions with the banks if we go into negative interest rates. So in essence, you'll be paying the bank to be able to use their services to pay for your bills through small transaction fees, right? If we go into negative interest rate. Right now, we're still at 0. If we go into negative, that's what's going to happen. So we have, if you all notice, the government is supporting big businesses, Walmart, Target, Lowe's, Home Depot, PetSmart, Target, I think I said Target, Amazon, and the small businesses are not getting that support, right? So what that means is, as people are now learning to, men to, groom themselves and their beard, and women finding maybe teenagers to do their hair or nails, a lot of these small businesses and nail techs and barbers and beauticians might find themselves in a position where their clientele has dropped, not just because people have found other services, right, for cheaper, but because people will lose some hours or they will permanently lose their jobs. So everyone that's on unemployment right now, and even people that's not on unemployment, you have to be thinking forward in the future, things that's going to change, whether you're in the education sector. Education is going to be more technological, more at-home, technology-based. So what does that do for you as a teacher? Especially, good morning, Hal. Good morning, huh? Especially if you are in a position where you have to work from home, causing your groceries and utilities to increase. And so you need to be able to tap into getting these tax reductions and getting additional income, multiple streams of income outside of your job. Especially passive income that you get from a business or business entity that's not taxed as high. Because the middle class is slowly being shrinking and deteriorated during this economic shift. And I tell people all the time, this is the greatest wealth transfer that we will ever experience in our generation if you position yourself properly. Unfortunately, moving forward, a lot of people will not be able to afford their homes, right? A lot of people have not been making payments not only on their mortgages, but their vehicles as well. You have in Los Angeles right now, Nissan Armani's 2000 backed up. They're like, they say it was like 2 football fields of just brand new Nissans that shipped over from Japan that no one is buying. So you have the auto sales that's suffering right now, right? You have the mortgage industries. People are on deferred payment, but some people in July that do not have FHA loans will have to have all 3 payments and their 4th payment in July. And so some FHA mortgage loans are actually selling those mortgages to mortgage brokers and mortgage companies as a result of that. So we have some interesting times coming ahead. And then you have to think that they are already predicting that there will be another outbreak in November. So are you prepared, right? Are you ready? Do you have your finances in order and your credit in order, right? Because a lot of people are defaulting on bank loans, which means the government, the Fed, will have to bail the banks out on bad loans and bad debt. And then in July, you have FICO 10 coming, which FICO 10 will cause 40 million Americans' credit scores to drop. So my business partners that are joining with me in business to earn extra income are also getting their credit score increases, and they're able to keep more of the money that they are making if they still have a job, or they're helping people that still have jobs, that hours may have been reduced, that may be furloughed at this time, right? Get more money out of their paycheck, right? And so that's what we call our W4 wealth strategy, paycheck protection. No longer are the days of begging and asking people to look into doing things to help them financially. Who you are connected to is going to determine your financial future moving forward. Who you decide to be your mentor, your coach, your connection, who you decide to invest in, who do you decide to do business with, is going to determine your financial future. It's no longer are the days of people chasing people to get their credit fixed, or me in particular, to get their more, to maximize their paycheck and get less than 6.2% of federal taxes taken out legally. There are people who are pursuing me with a gazelle mentality to get that done, because they're being proactive and not reactive of what's going on ahead. Boy, this sunlight feels so good. I tell you, it's so relaxing. So another thing you need to invest in is farmland. If you have any land that's been laying dormant, find a way to farm it. Find someone to tilt you some rows. If you still can have seeds, find seeds. People are killing millions of chickens or chicks. Farmers are have to dump their crop because they don't have a way to transport it. And so within the next upcoming weeks, you're going to see a grocery shortage and a grocery price increase, a grocery price increase and grocery shortage, as well as gas. We are just like those vehicles with Nissan I was telling you about, that's overstocked in Los Angeles shore. We also have barrels of gas that are just laying there because the airlines traveling, the travel industry is shut down. People are not commuting back and forth to work, right? And so you have that's shut down as a result. But we have an oversupply, but it still will cause an increase in the pricing slowly, even your electrical bill moving forward as a result of that, to get as much consumption as they can of that oversupply of crude oil that we have. So keep note of what's going on in the economy. You need to get, if you can, some land to farm on, or be a friend with someone that does, someone that can also hunt and wild game. If you haven't got any ammo to do that, be friends with someone that does. If you still want to do meat, I just decided I'm gonna do a Dr. Sebi diet, maybe do vegan, vegetarian, build my health even more and be done with that. I'm not going to stress out about meat shortage. And make sure that after you got that in place, you have your credit on point, because a lot of people now are using credit cards just to pay their bills and utilities. They have no other option. I just did a video where Suze Orman was giving that advice. She said you wouldn't believe it that I'm advising this, but you have no other ways. If your unemployment haven't been provided yet, or you've been told you will go back to work, but you have a reduction of hours, now is the time to use your credit cards for emergencies. But some people don't even have that as a backup plan. So when you look at 50% of Americans didn't have $400 in cash savings, and now they have bad credit and they don't have credit cards, that's a formula that will lead to economic hardship moving forward for this year for that type of person, right? So get you a cash flow in business, right? Get you a cash flow in business, because there are a lot of people who will need credit and also services to get more money out of their paycheck, and you can offer those services to them. So I think the sun is coming out more. I can't even see my screen. I'm gonna log off. You all have a great day and a great Sunday, and I'm gonna go in and check in on the cleaning crew. If you want that, you want to be a part of the home-based business, it's helping people earn more income, get more money out of their paycheck, and take advantage of earning 50% profit. Send me a direct message, or go to my website, www.fixmycreditandcash.com. You can send me a message there as well. Again, it's www.fixmycreditandcash.com. If you need credit help, want to get your credit restored before July, before FICO 10 hits, go to credit help. And also silver and gold is spiking right now. Physical silver and gold, not ETFs. So if you want that silver stacking report, I also have 3 stocks that are mining stocks that are at 16% dividend payout, 16%, 15%, and I think 14% dividend payout. But it's 7 stocks listed and 10 physical silver coins that everything right now is supply and demand. So things you want to look at going forward. Like I said, everything is supply and demand. Physical silver was hard to obtain, but more stocks is coming in because people see where silver is going. So you want to know what silver coins to invest in that legally does not have to be reported to the IRS, so you won't be taxed on the resale of that once you resell it back for a profit. And that's what that silver stacking report includes. Is $35 for the physical silver and the stocks. Also, you can get credit consulting services with me before FICO 10 hits in July. You need your credit score. You need to be over a 720 right now, people. You need to be over a 720. If you're 680, then you're going to be, or below. If you're at a 680 or below, you're going to be one of the 40 million Americans who would get a credit score drop, and you won't have that luxury of being able to use credit cards for these emergency times that we will enter into. Also, cryptocurrency. I think in 8 or 9 days, Bitcoin will have a halving. So crypto, coins, credit, cash flow, and business moving forward. Let me say that again. It's where your focus needs to be. Crypto, if you have money to invest, right? And you can also invest in cryptocurrency with credit cards. Crypto, credit, coins, particular silver, they'll get you highest rate of returns, and cash flowing business. Cash flowing business. Home-based cash flowing business. So go to my website. I have information on all of those except the crypto. I don't really get into the Bitcoin discussions, but I do know they're having, which means they're going to cut the amount of supply available. Just like silver cut the amount of supply available. Just like groceries are cutting the amount of supply that's available. So that's why if you have farmland, that's a great investment to have too. You need your protection to protect your crops, right? So, that's another C. I didn't even think about that. Crops, crypto, credit, cash flow, and business, right? Coins, so that's 5. Crops, agricultural, crypto, cash flow and business, coins, and credit. Make sure you have those 5 C's, right? Make sure you have those 5 C's and you'll be fine moving forward. So, hey, I'm signing off now. Let me go upstairs and see how the cleaning crew is doing. You all have a very, very great day.